Is up, everybody? Mirrodin Gaming here, and we're playing World of Warplanes. That's right, not warships, not tanks, World of Warplanes. The third installment of the wargaming community, or the wargaming developer. Um, as you can see, I've been playing a little bit because I do have a tier 4, but I've been playing it for like the past week. I think I started playing Saturday. I hadn't been playing a whole lot, maybe an hour a night or so, which it really doesn't take you that long to get up to tier 4. Um, so anyway, yeah. Let's go over the basics if you're not familiar with it. It's very similar to World of Warships or World of Tanks. You start with a tier 1 and work your way down whatever tech line you want. And there's 6 different types of things I want to say. Yes, there's 6. So, and then of course you have 5 major factions or nations, and then 2 premiums that only have ones you can purchase for either gold or, yeah, for real money if you go to the actual website. So yeah, so the main different types are the fighters, which are what you typically think of. That's going to be, and this is like World War I, World War II era. And then I think it's into the Cold War. I'm not familiar with some of the airplanes, but these are some of the first jet fighters. But we don't have any of the newer ones like, you know, the F-15s, the F-18s, like the Eagle, the Hornet. Is the Hornet? Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. We don't have those. It's like the first set of jet fighters are your tier 10s. And they are releasing new stuff all the time. But yeah, fighters, that's going to be like your Curtiss P-40, your P-51 Mustang for the American side. And then for the, what is it, German? A German is the Messerschmitts? I don't know. I can't remember all of them. It's been a long time since I studied aircraft. So originally I wanted to be an aerospace engineer, and then I realized that requires a lot of math, and no school near me actually offered it, so yeah. But yeah, your fighters, those are going to be like your Spitfires from UK and whatnot. And then you have what is called heavy fighters. Now the heavy fighters, of course, are more heavily armored, more heavily gunned, but slower and less maneuverable. But their main design is the fact that they can fly higher than standard fighters, and therefore interact with the bombers. Because a lot of the fighters can't fly high enough to actually take on bombers. So that's what your main goal is there, is to take on those heavier, slower targets. Then you have what's called the multi-role fighter. These can somewhat be fighters. They can kind of be attack aircraft, which attack ground targets. They're kind of like a jack of all trades kind of deal. You give up a little bit of mobility for the ability to carry bombs, or rockets. Then of course you have the bombers, which are kind of the artillery of the game. You basically fly really high. Well, you don't have to. Most people tend to just fly high and drop bombs from really high up. But depending on the type, you can actually use this as dive bombers and other similar things. It all depends on which role you're going for. I am actually trying to get to the B-17G, the Flying Fortress, because it's got a lot. I was using the Russian ones, but they just they don't have the health or the firepower to defend themselves, whereas these things do. So basically you're a flying tank. And then we get over to, let's see if we can find the other one, attack aircraft. Now attack aircraft are kind of like ground bombers for the most part. Once you get up into the higher levels, they have more bombs, because the multi-rolls, they typically only carry like 2 bombs. But if we go in here and check this, you should be able to, it's not going to tell me, is it? I want to say you can carry more with the attack aircraft. I really haven't messed with the attack aircraft yet, but they tend to be fairly slow, but they do have guns and stuff, whereas a lot of the bombers don't have as many guns to defend themselves. And then you have both forward firing weapons and rearward turrets, and well, depending on the thing, sometimes there's forward turrets and whatnot. But yeah, that's the basics of all the different things. And then if we go back to my plane, It works very much like World of Tanks or World of Warships. You have to research certain things in order to get to the next one. And right now, the one I'm working on, I've unlocked everything, installed everything, and then I got to the point where I just need the 15,000 experience, which I'm trying not to use my free XP. From one of the beginner's guides, I was saying you really want to save that until the point where you kind of get stuck on one of these that's just not that great, and you can use that to get through all the extra parts, or at least to upgrade the stock ones to where you can actually use the better ones. Although I may skip and go ahead and get the Flying Fortress pretty quick. But anyway, yeah, so let's go ahead and get into battles. So this is closer to World of Warships compared to World of Tanks. You have a group of, I want to say it's 10 airplanes per side, and then you have multiple different maps, and depending on the map, there's different control points, basically. You have airstrips, which gives you a second place to spawn. Then you have garrisons, which give you points because you're trying to score, depending on the map, somewhere between 400 and 800 points in order to first. Whoever does that first wins the match. Then you also have kind of a time limit to where it gets down to a certain point, and it's called the squall line. There's basically a storm, and you can't respawn like you can. That's one of the new things on this one compared to the other two wargaming games, is the fact that you can respawn as many times as you want up into the squall line point. As soon as that happens, either you can win on points still, but basically if you can eliminate everyone on the enemy team that one last time, you win the game. So you can be majorly behind on points, but you can still win the game. So that's a pretty cool way to not necessarily steal victories, but if you just happen to group up just right and be able to eliminate all the rest of the enemies, you can still win. So it's never over. The one thing I will say is that if you capture all the points, or the enemy captures all the control points, you will end up they instead of getting, I think it's 3 points every 5 seconds, they start gaining 3 points every second. It's kind of like a mercy rule to where the game ends faster for you. Ooh, I need to turn the volume down because the game is way too loud. Actually,
you are approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
Sound.
You are approaching the front line.
There we
Off
go.
we go.
Oh, nope. Back to battle. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've got these different control points, and depending on... Oh, it's already started. I'm going to go for this one over here. Okay, so there's different types. Like this one here will give us bonus. It gives us like 5 points every however many seconds. But then every minute it gives you a bunch of points, like 80. Then we also have over there, basically they call them bombing raids, so that's another good one to get. But I'm going to go and try to get this one. So we're a semi-bomber, so we want to try to take out one of these anti-aircraft. Alright. So that's good to do. Oh, and somebody's shooting at us. Okay, but then we also have... actually, this one's not going to add that. And then we can also use our guns. They're not going to do as much damage as a normal bomber would. It'd be better if we were an attack aircraft. But this one, if we can eliminate enough of the points, it will become ours. And I'm basically just sitting here waiting for my stuff to respawn as I attack. All this stuff. With me being a multi-role fighter, though, I can actually engage the enemy. Looks like we've destroyed all the anti-aircraft. Oh, now we've got an enemy. Oh, that's a bomber. can't really do much against a bomber. Okay, looks like my bombs have respawned. Dropping that on those. Yeah, I was a little bit too close there. That hurt me too. Okay, we've gained it. Awesome. Alright, I can't deal with the bomber, so we're gonna go see if we can find... let's go to the airfield now. And we'll see about taking on... you do have AI pilots as well, defending each of the areas to start off with, and then whenever you take over, they will have stuff as well. Except for at the mining sites. The mining sites have no defense other than the anti-air. So typically at least one person stays with that. So we're going to try to take on this guy right here. And you do have to lead, because you are using machine guns. And I do have a little bit of boost to where I can try to get ahead of him. Okay, nice. We got that one too. Alright. Let's go ahead and move here into the center and help deal with this. Now with the multi-role and the standard fighters, you don't have as long of a boost. You only have like a max of 6 seconds and it slowly refills. What is that? That's a multi-role. Alright, well you could probably take him on. Oh, we already got him. Problem is this one can't fly as high without stalling. So I do have to watch for that. Okay, here's an actual player. Well, some of these at this low level, since they don't have enough players on the North American server, are actually bots. Oh, I'm not gonna get him. I'm not gonna get him. Ah. And that's the problem. I'm either too maneuverable or not quite maneuverable enough. Okay. Trying to figure out where the enemies are. That's a bomber. Oh, they're way above me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there to them. Doesn't look like it matters. Okay. So yeah. Check and see. Yeah, it's literally just these two that are left. We are doing quite well this game. But basically the way you control it, your mouse does your looking, and then W does your boost, and S is kind of an air brake. And then left and right do your rolling. Alright, so I'm trying to take out... Oh, nice. So those are all going to blow up because... Well, actually not all of them, because some of those are real players. Okay, I don't want to take on a heavy. I can't... Oh, we need to take out that guy. Oh, except he's a heavy. Yeah, we'll die if we try. Okay, never mind. And unlike World of Tanks, World of Warships, there is no... You are going to get shot. Like, there is no way to really tank stuff. Okay, that guy's down. I don't know where the last one... There he is. I think that's a heavy, though. It is, and I can't really fight heavies. Because they have a tail gunner, and he'll tear me up, and I might get through a quarter of his health. So we're going to go try to take this on. It looks like they got... What did they gain? They took the... There. I really want to take this over because that will give us a ton of points overall.
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
So now we're down to 75% of the points we need. Okay, let's go ahead and boost up here and try to take out... Actually, you know what? We can...
You'll soon be cut off from support.
Okay, see, that's the squall line I was talking about. Oh, don't hit the ground. Don't hit the ground. Leap back in on him. And see, this is probably a bot, just based on the name. The bots tend to have very basic names. And the problem is, like, those attack aircraft, they don't have to be... They're not as fast, so you tend to overtake them even when using air brakes. And look at that. See how he turned?
There's no way to break through here now.
There we
You're
go.
on your own.
Ah, I was hoping I'd clip his wing and take him out. Someone else got him. That's fine. That's fine. But like I said, yeah, we can't restart now because of the squall line thing. So 2 of ours have died, 2 of theirs have died, but we should win out on points. Okay, let me let my dog out because he is pestering me, even though I literally just let him out before I started streaming. Well, come on. He can never go both bathrooms at the same time. He has to go out for one and go out for number 2. I don't know why. Alright, and actually we can sit here and go... Oh, actually one. Let's say we can go into camera mode and watch one of the players kind of like... it does like movie cinematics and stuff. Cool. Let's go ahead and return. We did okay. 4,200 points. That was a really quick game. So we didn't score as many as I normally do. But anything over 4,000 is good, honestly, at this level. So yeah. Taking a little bit to load. Go ahead and take another bite of pizza. Taking a really long time to load. Here it comes. Alright. Oh, and I started the missions too. So, alright, so we got 70 capture points and we captured 1 sector. Basically, you have a rating, so the more of these you do, it depends on which type of plane you are. You get like these little chevron things, which I'd probably show. Yeah, like we had this guy here. So that's a really good score. So he got the grade 1 fighter. So cool. But yeah, as I was saying, typically the actual players tend to have like really weird names versus like, actually it's really easy to tell once you're in this mode. If you right click, you can see all these things pop up. If you right click on all the other ones, none of them are real players, which is pretty common at this low of a level. Actually, if I click on that again, so on the other team, this was the other one of the players, and then this was the other player, because they always try to match up player number of players, and then they try to match planes, but if they can't, they try to just do at least number of players, because as you can see, he was in a heavy and we didn't have a heavy player. But yeah, and this is kind of like just the general summary. And yeah, since it was my first win of the day, I believe I got extra experience, which is always helpful, and then free experience as well. Cool, cool. Alright, and then, yeah, the other thing, you have missions, kind of like, these are like the campaigns in World of Tanks. I'm not sure. World of Warships has, what is it? Oh, theirs is the dockyards, isn't it? I think. But yeah, so basically, if we continue down this path, we will eventually get to the point where we unlock this XP55 Ascender. And there's 3 different ones, but you can only have 1 active at a time. This one just looked really interesting compared to the others. The other ones, that's kind of like one of the standard craft. And of course the Spitfire is a very popular one too, so that's probably one that most people go for. That's that standard kind of World War II aircraft look. But this one looked interesting, so I'm like, I'm going with the interesting looking one. Didn't even research if it's the best one or not. I was like, nope, that's the one I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the battle again. And then after this one, we will do a bomber playthrough. Let me let the dogs back in. Come on. Okay, so hopefully they will go lay down, because I already fed them, so they should be good for a couple hours.
Attention! You're
Alright.
entering the combat zone.
So
Get ready
this
for
time
battle.
we've got the garrisons. We don't have any air bases, but we have these military bases. And what the military base does, if you capture it, it does give you the +3 every 5 seconds, but it launches rocket strikes at enemy ground targets, which can be very handy. Alright. My girlfriend got home with pizza right as I started streaming. Okay.
Pilots, get ready for action. Let's go.
I was trying to get a drink, but yeah, I forgot I can't do that. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. We got a few people going towards all the close things. And let's see, how many actual players? We got at least 1, 2, because there's one that's got a... whatever you call it, basically an elite version of something. Okay, so with my bombs, what I really want to take out is the anti-air, because that's the best use of mine since they take so long to reload. And then I go to take on, if I can find them, there he is. Then I go to take on the enemy aircraft. That's a heavy, I'm not going to be able to do good against him. I can go against this normal one. And in order to get around behind him quicker, I use my boost.
Our military base is launching strikes on the enemy. This will make
Alright,
things
there we
easier
go.
for you.
And the one thing is, once you get to 30% health, if you take damage, you'll slowly regen back up to 30%. Nice. Oh, we took it over. Cool. Alright. Then... let's see, what do we want to go for next? I guess we help capture this one. Never mind. Yeah, let's go after the enemy military base. Now, after you capture it, there is like a 10-second, I want to say, period that it cannot be attacked or recaptured. But honestly, if you just fly around, you'll be able to take stuff out. It'd be nice if we could get over there before they capture. No, too late. Okay, you're locked out. And after a little bit, it should start counting. Okay, so it's more like 15 seconds. And I think that's on everything. I don't think it's different for each one. Okay, so we're going to ignore the guys that just left. And try to go straight for the base. Hopefully they ignore us. Because if we're not within a certain range, they tend to ignore you. Especially the bots. But I've heard that once you get up to like tier 8, that's when you, well, tier 6, 7, and 8 is when you start seeing the real players. Alright. So we are going to drop bombs on that right there. And then see about shooting. I missed him. And see, now my wing is damaged, which depending on what level you're... I'm not sure which one to shoot at. I guess this one. Go. Shot that one. Okay, he got him. Cool. Except now we've got real players coming in to fight us. That's a heavy. I don't really want to fight the heavy. So I'm going to boost down. Well, actually, you know what? If we got the other guy with us, we might be able to take on a heavy. The problem is I don't have a lot of health points, so he can... You see, his turret gunner is going to automatically shoot me. But he's not focus firing on me, so I might be able to finish him off before he kills my teammate.
The enemy is launching rockets at us from the military base. Take action.
And you only have so long before you have to let your weapons cool down. Oh, shoot. And now it's just me and him. And his tail gunner is going to shoot me a lot. And ideally what I want to do is kind of get below him, because then he won't be able to shoot me. There we go. Oh, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, I almost hit the ground. Almost hit the ground. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop a bomb right there. And see about taking this guy on. The problem is, if you go straight up for too long, you're going to stall out.
We have complete control of the skies.
Nice.
Way to go.
So that means we just got air superiority, which means we can we start gaining points a whole lot faster. And since we're already winning, that should finish it off pretty quick. Let's go after this next guy. But yeah, I'm definitely liking this game compared to the other ones. We don't have air superiority. I don't know what he was talking about. They've still got one. There's that heavy coming back. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. He was full health. So there's only so much you can do. Okay. But we can respawn, so we're good. We should have just hit 75%, so we should be good. And I think we have, yeah, we got both missile strikes, so they're going to hit that thing pretty heavy.
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
I guess I can only spawn from there. Okay. Okay, here we go. You know what? Where's the... I'm gonna go help defend that.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. The fort will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
I'm gonna try to help defend the military base, because you can see they're already attacking it. And you get points for defense too. Kind of like in World of Warships. Do we actually have anybody over there? No, we do not. Problem is I can't... I'm not going over there by myself. I can't take on like 3 or 4 different guys at once. I can take on maybe a couple.
We cannot support you any longer. The storm is too heavy. Do you copy? Over.
Okay, we got him. What's next? Oh, we win.
Today. We'll be waiting for you back home.
Another victory on point. See, that one's 800. I think the other one was, what, 6? Oh, so we ended up getting a class 5 for the multi-role fighter compared to our other players. And then we ended up rank 2, which we'll see on the end screen. We were the second ranked person on our team as far as points goes. So they don't really have, like on World of Tanks, where you've got the mastery badges or whatever it is. Well, I guess it's kind of like a mastery badge, but that was the fighter grade more than the like this is kind of the mastery badge. Okay. And team score, like I said, we were the second behind what I suspect. Oh no, that is actually a real player. Huh. That's pretty weird, because typically the ones that have just a generic name are not real players. That's sweet. Okay, and how much money did we end up getting? 42,000, not bad. And 1,800. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and try a bomber. Now, I'm not as good with these. Because I'm still trying to figure out how... From what I was seeing on one of the beginner guides, like there's certain buildings you can take out that will end up giving you a lot more points towards capture. But I've tried on the one, like I watched it happen on a map that I was playing. I tried to do the same thing. I mean, of course, he was in a tier 6. That may have been part of it. Because depending on the type of bomb, they do different damage, of course. And he was using like 500-pound bombs, and I think I've only got like 250.
You are entering the combat zone. Get ready for battle. Good luck.
All right. So I think we'll start at the garrison and then move our way around. What's weird is sometimes on this map there's an extra... no, we might go for the airfield. Sometimes there's an extra garrison.
Front line. Off we go.
Okay, and as you can see, instead of flying around 700 and below, our ideal height is 1500. And we have kind of like an artillery style thing, so those guys are going to hit that anti-aircraft. What I want to hit are this target here and those two over there. Problem is I'm flying so high. Shoot, I'm not gonna get that one in time. I did not get the angle right on that one. Just spin back around. Oh, well, that was quick. We did enough damage along with them taking out those fighters in order to capture that really quickly. Okay, so now we're going to go for this one. We've already got enemies coming in too. It's an enemy bomber though, so that's not quite as big a deal. Now see, here's the thing that I don't know. If he's doing bombing runs and getting points, and I'm doing bombing runs and getting points, how does it keep track? I think I know buildings respawn after a certain amount of time, and I assume that's what. Okay, so now we got bombs here. Right, we captured that. Okay, let's get back up to 1500 and try to go for this one over here now. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of the game. Your attack aircraft sometimes have rockets as well. I think the multi-rolls can as well. But yeah, it's basically capture the control points, defend the control points, or go capture more control points. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Where's he at? See, he's a heavy. Hoping I could get some help. Well, it looks like he veered off of me, so I should be able to come back. Nope, there he is again. It doesn't matter at this point. He's gonna kill me no matter what anyway, so might as well just try to drop some bombs before I die. Oh, nope. Yeah, when you get a player that's got a prestiged airplane, you're not gonna win. There's no way. Especially with these bombers, they just don't have the health. And they don't have the firepower to fight back. You pretty much, I mean, all you can do is sit there and try to do loop-de-loops around them, and then you're not doing anything. You're not scoring points, so you can actually be flagged as a bot if you don't do enough damage in the game. Or at least I got a warning when I didn't do enough damage. So I love that they try to detect bots, but yet they still can't keep cheaters out of their games. That's funny, huh? And I have found a few running what I would consider cheating mods on here as well, but there's not really much you can do. Because I've had planes that literally flip a 180, not do a maneuver to flip a 180, just instantly turn the other direction and come straight for you whenever you get behind them. I don't know. I tried to look at the planes that they were using, and I didn't see any mechanism or mechanic that would allow you to do that. So I just assume that they're cheating at that point. Something shooting at me. This is not the really good guy. We're just gonna speed up. See, that's gonna be the problem, is I don't have the health to fight these off. Drop a couple bombs there, because we're going to die. A couple bombs there. And bombs there. Oh, and we got that one. Alright, so we're gonna try to get away from him by diving. And the annoying thing is, supposedly your gunner is supposed to auto-fire. But I've never, let's see, okay. Mine does, he's just very slow to do it. Good thing is I've got a fairly long boost, but now my wing is damaged. And of course none of my allies are going to do anything to help me, even though there's multiple behind me. That is pretty standard, that most of your allies are complete morons, just like in World of Tanks. And I'm too low, so I'm not going to do too much. But I can take out that. And of course someone else destroys it before I can. Alright, go ahead and get that out of the way. And now let's climb. Oh, we actually got assistance because we killed him with our, or we did damage to him with our turret gun. Alright, so let's get back up to our 1500. I really should try the heavies and then seek out bombers.
About rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. The fort will be unable to reach you. Do you read me?
Thankfully,
Over.
oh, I hit the edge of the map. It's gonna auto turn me around. Okay. And now we've got bombs again.
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
Okay, so there. Don't think I'm going to be able to catch this one. Nope. We'll try to hit that one and then leap to get that next one. Alright.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable to proceed. Return into base. Do you copy?
Bombs there. We got everything? Awesome, we got it. So we should have helped control that. I do have forward firing guns too. Oh, that's that heavy again. Nope. Not even gonna attempt to fight him. Boost straight down to try to get out of his. And once your wing has been damaged once, I'm just gonna try to get down low enough to where the other players see him. Never mind.
Head back home.
If you get down low enough, the other players tend to engage the heavies. But it's really bad when there's like 3 or 4 players that are actual heavies, because they just harass you the entire time. They kill you once and then they fly to wherever you're, just straight to where you spawn, and you can never leave the spawn. They'll kill you before you can even play. Which is a valid tactic. It's just really annoying because none of the other players try to help you most of the time. So whenever that happens, even though you don't get points for it, at that point, if it happens to me twice where I get spawn killed like that, you have the ability when you die to just come back to the hangar and play. You don't get any experience or any points for it, but at that point, I'm not going to get anything anyway. So there are really, I mean, I know it's valid that you can do that, but I consider it very rude to spawn camp and kill everything. So unless there's another airstrip, you can't fly anywhere. Okay, so yeah, we didn't, like I said, I don't do nearly as well with the bombers. Still trying to learn how to play those. But yeah. But that is the basics of the game. And yeah, let me go back to my tier 4. And try to unlock a real bomber. Well, actually, I have to unlock the next multi-role. Actually, you know what? We could try to see if we can find a heavy. I don't know if I've got... okay, where do we have heavies? That's going to take me a bit to get to. They don't have heavies. Oh, here we go. And it looks like I've actually already... I don't have any experience, but we can definitely go ahead and use it. Okay, so a bunch of guns in the front. And one turret gunner. Cool. Alright. So yeah, we can try a heavy. And I can actually try and attack one too. I've got a couple different ones for the attack style. Although I really haven't used them. I've been pretty much focusing on... I was focusing on the bombers at first, and then I switched over to... So I want the other type of bomber. Hello there, second viewer. Let me check, see if anyone's actually over on YouTube watching. Does not look like it. Or at least not chatting. Alright. So the one thing we give up is, of course, we give ability, but we do have that tail gunner to help deal with the enemy. So this is an interesting map. We got the Great Pyramids of Egypt in the background. I think we may go for the
Pilots, get ready for action. Let's go.
First. Alright. And of course, to go into turret gunner mode, you just hit T, and then you can see. And you can see where it turns dark. That means I can't fire there, and then where you get the actual reticle, you can actually shoot. Basically, it's got a lockout to where you can't shoot your own tail or wings or whatever. Okay, now I have not used this, even though I've unlocked stuff for it. At the time, I was trying to get to the next tier. I think to get bombers or something. Or no, I might have played this once, and it was like, this has no maneuverability. I hate it. So they already captured something. I was gonna say, where are the enemies? My tail, but I'll let my tail gunner deal with them while I take out this one. That one's dead. The thing's gonna be is I am not going to be able to turn faster than he can. I didn't think I could. Now we got, so now he got all the points because he killed it. So that's one of the annoying things, is like it matters who kills it rather than who did all the damage to it. So he's already damaged my engine. That's the next tier up plane too. And I'm gonna stall. Yeah, that must be the next tier because I can't keep up. And one of my engines is damaged, so I can't. Oh, there it goes. Now it's back. was still shooting me even though I was below him. There we go. And there's an enemy on my tail. There's multiple enemies here. And I can see my target. Incredible. This is the sun bloom. Okay, now let's finish off the rest of the defense aircraft. I think I got him. Did I get him? Is he gonna crash? Nope. Yeah, but as you can see, I could take on multiple guys and still live through it. That's the one good thing about the heavies. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, you can take, if you hit S, you can view the other one. So this one's got 2 different tail gunners. I think that's a bomber? Oh, I can respawn. Pay attention. Let's see, who needs the most help? Honestly, it's kind of a toss-up. I think we go for the center. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose this one. The attack aircraft, or not the attack aircraft, the heavies tend to be a little bit slower. There's an enemy. Attack aircraft. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill this guy so he stops harassing our base. There we go. So the enemy got that one. Yeah, let's go for the center and try to take it. And like I was saying, like we have more boost on this plane than we did on the others. Alright. And on the minimap, you can actually tell what enemies are what. The lighter colored ones are the defense aircraft. And the... Oh, don't hit the ground. And then the bright ones are the actual real players. Yeah, and this is why I don't like heavies.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. Support will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
You can't turn at all. Some of them might be able to, but in general, they tend to be fairly unmaneuverable. That wasn't enough. Okay, someone else got him. That's fine. Okay, we got a couple guys here. Oh, that is a prestige bomber. That is who we are made to go after.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable to proceed. Return into base. Do you copy?
What I want to try to do is get directly behind him if I can, so that he can't shoot me with his tail gunner. There we go. Sweet. That's actually my first bomber kill. And where's the enemy? Ah, there they are. I didn't think about it. That's what I should have been going for this whole time. Since we hit the squall line, we pretty much ignore the points things and go directly for the real enemies. Oh, he's much slower than me. Much slower. But yeah, like I could do all the health damage, and then one of the other guys could just happen to come in and do 1 damage to him and get all the points. So second one. Got another one over here somewhere.
We're losing the battle.
If we kill them all. This is what I hate. And now I'm going to get into a death spiral with this guy. Okay, I'm going to break off from him. Try to take out this one instead. Although I don't have much health, so his tail gunner is going to finish me off. Just a matter of time. Unless I can manage to injure his tail gunner. Oh, actually a guy was behind me. You're so unmaneuverable with the heavy ones, though there's not really much getting away from someone anyway. Alright, so how are we doing? Looks like we're probably going to lose on points, and actually we're going to lose on... they're going to kill off the rest of our players anyway. How many players do we actually have? One. I think that's the second one, too. Oh, actually I can probably click on these, can't I?
This is our last chance.
So it looks like just 2 players per side. Yeah. And our other player, he actually did really well.
Go back to base.
Oh, we got a class 2. Or, well, grade 4, 2 chevrons. That's actually not too bad for me, like, never playing that type of plane. Alright. Normally I'd be ending my stream here, but I have nowhere to be. And I can eat in between missions. Alright. Yep, so we were number 2. Cool. And yeah. Oh, prestige. Yes, that is something else I should probably discuss. So basically, once you research all the stuff, you don't have to buy them, you just have to research them. That gets you up to this status, which is elite status. And to get to prestige, where you can get specialist outfittings, you have to do basically like a little mini mission for each individual airplane. This one I just have to kill 45 targets and capture 10 sectors. This one is actually pretty easy compared to some of the other ones. Like the ones for the bombers, you have to kill stuff with your turret gun. Not your front guns, but your turret gunner in the back. Which is rather difficult a lot of the time. Actually, you know what? I can click on this one and show you. Come on, there we go. So, yeah, aerial targets destroyed by a gunner. So, 1. That's very difficult to get for me right now, although I really haven't done that much. And then just capture points earned by destroying, bombing stuff. So, and then each one's a little bit different. I think the multi-role may have destroy. Oh, that one's not high enough up. This one is. Typically, yeah, air defense, aircraft, or AA gun. Oh, so that one's actually a little bit easier. Because it can be AA guns or air defense. But that one has a lot of points to get that one to the next one. Okay, so we're 8,000 here, and I think we needed 15, right? Yeah, 15. Okay. And then the other one I have is the attack aircraft, which is this one here. Although I think this one does not have bombs. This one just has a lot of guns. But the good thing is this one supposedly does more damage to the ground targets with the guns. Do I have a different one? This one's premium. So that one's got 50-pound bombs. But yeah. Do I have anything else? That's just a standard fighter. And the standard fighters I was going down was the actual the Spitfire line. But I really wanted to get that bomber. I like the bomber style. So I was really trying to get that other one. And then eventually, when I was growing up, my favorite was the Curtiss P-40. The Flying Tigers, which there was I want to say it was a John Wayne movie about them. Now I don't know if you can get the P-40 Warhawk. I don't know if you can get the skin, but I'm gonna try once I get it to unlock that for sure. And actually, you know what? We can go ahead and switch over to that. Okay, so I've got no experience in this one. Oh, actually, I have not purchased that. Okay. Purchase in depot. Purchase. Yes. Okay, details. Stock configuration. Okay, we're done there. Alright. View and hangar. Upgrades. So it's got two different types. I think I want to have the bigger ones. And typically, it will actually, whenever you equip things, it will change whenever you buy it, the look of the plane, which I thought was really cool. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and go down that Curtiss P-40 line with whatever this one is, because I was not paying attention to the name. But the fighters are definitely going to be probably one of my favorites because I like the whole dogfighting thing. P-23, there we go. So hope everyone is doing well today. Had a fairly quiet week at work myself, which is always good. Played a lot of whatever that game's called, Forza Horizon 5. I'm down to, I bought all the player houses so far, and then I've unlocked a lot of the cars, which I do it a little bit differently. A lot of players will try to buy them through the auto show or through wheel spins. I will actually go into the auction and try to buy like 3 or 4 or something, just whatever the lowest bid ones are. And typically I'll win 1, if not 2 or 3, and then I just sell the ones that I win that I don't need for more than I paid for them. So just make sure the minimum bid is higher. That's how I make money. So you can make a lot of money if you're playing Forza Horizon 5 or 4, because that's still up, by doing the minimum bid thing. I mean, there'll be some times where I don't win any of them and I have to try again, but it is a valid option. Because a lot of those cars, there's so many of them that come out, people don't try to bid.
Let's roll.
Outbid you all the time. So I guess a little tip for the other game that I'm playing right now. But yeah, I've also discovered all roads but like one. And I can't figure out which one it is, so my buddy Slightbox is going to help me with that later. Try to find the rest of them. Looks like this guy's going to be the closest one. That is a heavy. Of course I'm going to try to take on a heavy with a light. Although thankfully these heavies are not as heavy as this here. Target. Another one. Alright, got that. Alright, now let's go for the enemy air base. And then these also have equipment, especially that was with the whole, whatever you call it, specialist prestige thing comes into play. You can add more parts, basically. I'll go over that after this mission. Because I do have one that's prestige. Okay. Oh, there's an elite dude. And he's turning towards me. Spin back around on him. There we go. So whenever you see an elite that is definitely a player, the bots don't get those. Finding the proper, because each one of the guns has a slightly different travel time, so just dive down for our guns to cool off a little bit and hit him again. Okay. Looks like we've got a lot of dogfighting going on here. Oh, nope, there's a guy right below me. Take him out, so he'll leave my other guy alone. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Oh, there's the elite dude again. He's going to be mad at me since I killed him last time. Set him on fire. Spin back around. And we've got the assistance of our guy. Shoot, oh shoot, I'm gonna hit the ground. Ah, that's too close to the water. And see, that's the thing, even though I died by hitting the ground, it gives the other guy the kill. So it gives him a bunch of points, even though he didn't kill me. It wouldn't have mattered if he shot me once way over here. If I flow all the way across the map and I crash, he gets the kill. We're gonna lose this match too. Y'all is closest. It looks like you are. There we go. And I'm too close to him, so that makes it a pain. He's slowing down.
The enemy has control of all key objects.
Yeah.
You cannot leave it like that.
Lag. Wow. That was a lot of lag. Background on target. Let's see if I kill him within the area. That counts as one of the defensive aircraft, so it gets me a lot of points towards capturing. So I always try to focus actual enemy players when I can. Let's go for this one over here. We're not going to win this anyway, but let's go try to take this airbase over here. Since we have guys spawning next to other airbase, it's more critical that we get this one. That way we can kind of surround them. Boost a little bit. Leak a little bit. Because it does, your boost does auto refill.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. The port will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
No, that's not good if I'm the highest have the highest score. It's going to be the guy that comes into contact first. Than I am, because I don't have the engine on this one yet, I don't think. There we go. I need to find the other two guys. There's one. Where's the last one? Oh, nope. We got it. Okay. See about capturing this other air base now. Oh, we lost. See, that was only 600. Well, we were rank 1 on our team. Class 4. I think this one is if we get kills during the... Yeah, if we're destroying at least 3 arrows target. And they say sortie. That's basically your first spawn. Whenever you respawn, that's a new sortie. Yeah, see, we got quite a bit of capture points that time. We really didn't defend at all. But if I got that many capture points and then also killed several things while defending, that's how you get the full, like the rank 5. And then team score, 8,000, not bad. Which one was our actual other player? Oh. Pootie Tang. 4,000. I don't think any of the rest of these are real players. And then on the other team, that's a player and that's a player. So we had a fairly even team overall. But yeah, see, what's interesting is he had almost as many points as we did, but he didn't get any ranks. So that means he was probably defending more. Yeah, he just didn't get enough to get a full thing. Cool. Okay, so that's the P23, and that means we should... and you don't get nearly as many experience points whenever... yes, I wish to use all that. That might actually be enough. Oh no, it needs 1,500. You know what, do I want to keep this airplane? I probably will. So let's go ahead and unlock everything. That gives us elite status. Alright, and then go ahead and purchase this because I've got tons of credits. Of course, they do have the premium days versus standard playing, which will help a lot. Okay, so now with the better engine, I should be able to spin around on those guys faster. Let's see, what did it change? It looks like the fuselage changed a little bit. This is closer to a, like the Spitfire or Curtiss P40 style. Okay, and then what was I talking about? Elite status. Or no, prestige. I thought I had one. Don't I? Ah, here we go, prestiged. So the way it works is you have your standard thing, but then you've also got these, like you start off with just one typically, but then since I got the better I got the specialist, I have access to airframe mods too. And then of course this is where you can put your stuff like your first aid dressing And then this is just random stuff. Depending on what you want, it kind of depends on the type of plane you're in as to what you'll want. And then you can also do like sights and stuff. It's based on what thing it falls under. And then once you go in here, you have the ability to, of course, swap, but you can also either enhance or calibrate, or if you don't like the bonus you get, you can also reassemble stuff, and it will like re-roll the bonuses. But I've already done both of those, so it's up to as high as it will go right now. And then the last thing you have, of course, is the crew. So if we go to the crew, it's closer to the World of Warship style, where you gain points, and every so many points, you can unlock all these things. Like you see the little number beside them, that means that's how much it takes. Typically with fighters, you want to go for at least the first one, this firefighter. Basically, if you do like a really high angular maneuver, like spin around or whatever, it'll put out fire, so you don't have to have a fire extinguisher. But then you've got all kinds of different things depending on if you're a bomber. You've got something where your bombers do more damage or your rockets do more damage. That won't play into this one. And this would be a good one here. Reduce dispersion on forward firing weapons. Increase actually for firing at actively maneuvering targets by 10%, so that'd be really good. But then you have like universal skills that anyone can use, and then you've got like either specialty pilot skills or specialty. Where's my bomber? Actually, I think I have a gunner in this. Yeah. So he doesn't have access to any specialty skills. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. And then of course we also have the paint shop. So this one I have the nose with the bonus because it's and you got all these different things that you can put on it. These are all universal. I think there are some that can be specific for your whatever. The thing is, what you want to do for the camos, you can look through and you see that they have concealing, and each one of these there's a little bit, one of them is different, but one of them was the same. So if I bought the one that was the same across all of them, I only had to buy it once. So if you're going to buy concealing, which means the enemies can't see you from quite as far away, you want to try to get the one that doesn't get you seen, like on this one. So you've got like a camo and a green, striped green, striped or camo green. So I would want to go with this one, because if I bought that one, even though it's 100, if you see, I'm only paying that one initial thing. Although I do want to cancel that because I don't think I'll be keeping it. And then these give you, I don't think these give you any, or no, that gives you crew experience. And then some of this stuff you can get for free, like this one. Once I get past everything else, I have these two for free. So that's crew experience, and this one was crew experience as well. So I try to put that on every plane just so my crew gets up faster. Alright. Yeah, so back to grinding this guy. Okay, and while we're waiting for that, I'm going to grab me another piece of pizza. And it seems the higher rank I go, the less time I have to wait. When I first started off in tier 1s and tier 2s, it would take 2 or 3 minutes to get into a game because there's no one else playing tier 1 or tier 2.
Attention.
Wow.
You are entering the combat zone. Get ready for battle. Good luck.
Okay, I'm gonna go garrison. I learned my lesson last time with the mining plant. I only have 2 bombs, so I can't really help there. And my guns don't do enough damage. And away we
Show me what you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
go. I think after this game we may switch over to little ships. I want to try to get my daily done there too, because I need more. If I do enough dailies, I get a free ship slot. See, I don't know if I need to use both there or not. Somebody's on my tail? Said somebody was on my tail. Oh, there he is. Okay. That is El Capicho. Where's the... There it is. Looks like we got a... Oh, that's a heavy... Oh, there is a... prestiged player. Let me get over here. Try him. Especially since he's being attacked by multiple things. Got him. Captured that, so I can't really do anything there. So let's go kill us a player. And what I try to do is clip their wings with mine, because sometimes you can kill them that way. Go help our guy out there. I got too many guys. It's oh, it's not. I expected it to be the really good player. Okay, let's go ahead and take out their air defense. Let's see what I need to do. Oh, we captured it. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It says onboard weapon is B, it's also space. It's about helping deal with the player over here so we can finish capturing that. Never mind. Oh wow, they flipped that real quick. Actually, we don't have a real player back here defending. Oh, they're up there. Yeah, see, most... Oh, that's a heavy. I can't deal with heavies. I can't get high enough. Like I said, there's got to be like a specific set of buildings, from what they were saying, that you can kill. They've got a heavy again. Okay, I'm going to try to hit this, except my things are still refilling. Oh, don't hit the ground. Don't. That's the one thing I don't like about the multi-rolls. They can't swoop in quite as quickly as, or as sharply as a real fighter can. And that's why I don't like switching back and forth, because I'll forget how close I can get to the ground before I can spin. Heavies over here. There's a heavy way up there. It's about taking this on. Yeah, I figured he was going to come after me. Heavies are the bullies of the game. And where'd he go? So he hit me and then took off. Honestly, I'm just gonna hit him. Because I'm gonna be dead before I can do anything. If he damaged my wing, I couldn't turn. So look, he can get away so quickly.
Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide support. Do you copy? Over.
And I'm not going to be able to respawn because it's going to time out. Because if you're on that preparing thing when the squall line hits... Oh no, I've still got 30 seconds. But yeah, if you're on the prepare, you won't actually be able to respawn, which to me is stupid. They should allow all the players to respawn once after the squall line hits. Well, if you're killed before the squall line hits, you should be allowed to respawn.
We cannot support you any longer. The storm is too heavy. Do you copy? Over.
After this. See, that's why I like having bombers on our team, because they can... Nice juicy target, now that we're on the whole squall line bit.
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
I think there was another one up here that was that's a multi. Away really far, come back because he can't fly very quickly, so it takes forever to get back on target. I swear those things should fall out of the sky at the speed they're going. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Oh, we got their elite guy over here though. It's gonna take all of us on this guy. Oh, never mind. go. Oh, grade 2. Sweet. Alright, so they've only got 3 left. 2 of them we can see over here. So let's go after those. Ah, it's a heavy. Of course it's a heavy. What is that? Oh, multi-roll. I can go after that guy. I thought he's faster than me. Oh, and there's the heavy. I don't want to get spotted by the heavy. Oh, we went on points anyway.
We'll be waiting for you back home.
Alright, nice. What is that? Is that duelist or something? Expert pilot. Awarded for achieving one of the top 3 ranks in the combat group. 2 victories in a row. Cool. And then flying start because we killed 3. Sweet. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this more than World of Tanks at the moment. The matchmaker in World of Tanks has got me royally frustrated. Because it seems like... I want to say the same time they patched the Battle Pass, they switched to where all the low-level players are on one team against all the high-level players, so that the high-level players can get through their Battle Pass faster. Because you basically, if you get kills or you get a ton of damage, you're gonna get through it faster. Okay, so we got a couple sectors. How do we do? 7,000. Yeah, see, look at that dude. 12,000. Rank 4. Of course, he's in a oh no, he wasn't even a prestiged one. Where's the I could have sworn when we were fighting against it, it was prestiged. I know it was prestiged. Because it had the little wingy things on it. That's weird. Oh, what's that one? Oh, Subjugator. 75 capture points. I don't know why that didn't show up at first. Wait, is that not the same battle? That was it, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah. I think I'm gonna go eat real quick. And I might be back after a little bit. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to, whatever it is, subscribe on YouTube and follow me if you're on Twitch. I try to stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for at least an hour, if not an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I rotate between World of Tanks, World of Warships, and now World of Warplanes. But mostly World of Tanks. That's usually Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. And then I rotate on Fridays between whatever games I happen to be playing that week. Anyway, this is Marina Gaming, and I'll see you on the back.